Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia kid, and
And Teresa.
hey, y'all hope that y'all have had a great week. We've had a busy weekend into the first part of the week.
Yeah.
Uh, start out with Daddy and Mama said that they appreciate all the wishes. For most of you know, he had surgery on Tuesday, and got to go home that afternoon and is doing really fantastic, and we're so thankful and proud of that. Those of you that may not know it, hey, you know it now. So, but y'all really seriously, that meant a lot to them, and they appreciate it. Uh, I went back to the doctor and got to do some more physical therapy. Going to start now with a little bit of trying to strengthen it a little bit.
Yeah.
Still having problems with it, but the doctor said that that's I'm where I need to be, and it's just a slow process. So the only other thing, real quick, before we get started today, and we're going to talk about something today that's been kind of on my mind, but I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy, Teresa's buddy, Chris Jocelyn.
Yes.
Why I've been off. I mean, he stepped up and took care of my yard, cut it, you know, brought his mower over, loaded, unloaded, loaded, unloaded, and I mean, it's
it.
great to have friends like that, Chris.
Thank you.
Buddy, thank you. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Y'all?
Also, we just came off of Elvis Fest in Tupelo.
Yes.
We had a good time
Yeah,
seeing everybody.
We did.
People.
We had a real good time seeing everybody and getting to talk to the ones of y'all that was there, and which kind of brings me into today. I have seen some things, and it's just really just got my goat. I mean, we've always had it, but we have a big problem with your younger kids and your teens on bullying and teasing and just really bearing down on to I mean, in some cases uh, it's not good. And
Well, there's always been bullies, but now with social media, it just
yes.
makes it.
And what I'd like
so
to
hard.
do today is talk to y'all, because y'all, before I get into this, I could not believe the younger generations, from little tykes all the way up to teenagers, and I'm so proud to see that them joining the Elvis world and really crazy into it. So you're the ones that I'm talking to today, and I'm not a teacher and not a preacher, but just kind of want to maybe tell you and let you see a little things help out. I'm going to start out with me. I was somewhat bullied and stuff all the way. I mean, I've talked about it before in school. You're always going to have that one. Elvis is this, Elvis is that, and of course, the fight was on. But even later in years, when I graduated high school, I went into the military, and I took my basic and AIT in Fort Knox, Kentucky, and I got up there, and things were going good. Well, a friend of my mother told a friend that I was up there taking my basic and AIT, and she actually ended up mentioning it to somebody she knew, and they knew some reporters, and the next thing I knew, they was out basically wanting to do an interview and find out about why, if Elvis was the reason I become a tanker. And uh, from that point on, I had a couple of drill sergeants that just gave me what for. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't go back and change a thing, but they hammered on me, silver spoon in your mouth, and you never did do it. You've always had everything done for you, this and that. Did know me from Adam, and So I know that side of it. And the other part that I want to talk to y'all about is look at Elvis. Even Elvis. I mean, he was somewhat picked on and bullied for his looks, his hair.
But he didn't let that change what he wanted to wear.
The way he dressed, right. And that's what I'm telling y'all. You know, the way he danced, the way he sang his music. But then, you know what? He didn't let that stop him. And he didn't really let it bother him that much. Because, y'all, he went on to become the greatest entertainer this world has ever seen. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, we can't stop bullying, but don't let them bother you, because you know what? They're the ones that's got something about them that they're worried about, or that they don't feel good about. So that's their way of trying to be somebody, or you know, overcome somebody to make like there's something.
Do you think if Elvis had given in to the bullies and dressed like them, that he would have become what he did?
No, I don't think so.
I don't either. I think it would have completely changed the scope of where he was.
I mean, it wasn't meant to be. And you know, it's not just, there's others out there, y'all. And, you know, look at it in a different way. Don't let these bullies win.
Yeah, don't give in.
Especially, I'm talking to all you youngsters. But,
and older people too.
But, and yeah, even
Everybody,
older people too.
know,
But
yeah.
mainly, my Elvis family, you young ones coming up and all, don't be afraid to be who you are, to wear what you wear. Some of you that was there seen, you know, and I got to brag on her, Lainey. And of course, she was always around and grew up around grown-ups and us and the way we are, and she don't care. You know, she had a hat that she likes to wear, that toboggan, and you know, it 100 degrees outside. She is into. She had this little tail of what?
Yeah, she wanted me to order her. It was a tail keychain, and I did, and so she's been wearing it on the back of her pants like a real tail. So, but she, you know, she's not embarrassed when I see this summer. If you know she wants to do that,
no, and
it's not hurting anybody.
And none of you should. Like I said, you know, instead of letting it hurt you,
if it's not hurting anybody else,
take that.
You know, I mean,
and build strength off of it, and become who you want to become. Be who you are. You know, my daddy told me one time, and I'll never, ever forget it, that, you know, it's easy to be a follower and follow people. But it's hard to be a leader. But if you put your mind to it and don't let anything out there bring you down, you can be and do what you want to do.
And it's easy for someone to sit behind a computer and write stuff. And
it's easy for somebody bigger to push somebody. You know what?
But you just have to ignore them.
Right. And let me tell you something.
Just ignore it.
Those ain't the friends and people that you want to grow up and that you want to be with or be like.
Yeah.
So y'all set an example, and you know, which leads me into this last thing, y'all. We met a little fella, and he loves Elvis. He's crazy about Elvis, and he was
in a competition.
Yeah, in the children's competition. He dressed up. He has jumpsuits, sideburn, the whole shebang, and he's just the coolest little thing. He stole my heart, y'all. And he's gonna actually, when we get done, he's actually gonna take us out with the outro. So y'all will get to, we'll get to see him and get to meet him. But just the way that young man carried himself, that even really got me to thinking, we all could be more like him. He just didn't. And got to talking to his mama, his parents, and she said, honestly, because we got to talking about this, and that's what blew my mind. She said that just about the whole school, the other kids, his friends, teachers,
they're really supportive.
They really support him, and they're behind him, and that really touched my heart. Y'all, we're gonna get back into some Elvis stories. Elvis had something to do with this, but like I said, I want to reach our young generation, and I'm so glad that we are. Y'all would be proud, and if you get to come in August, look around in August. Hey, y'all better get with Danielle if you hadn't already.
Yeah, just a few tickets.
Yes, she just got a few left, and we're gonna have a good time as always. Get mom and dad, ask whatever you want to ask. And that, y'all. One more thing is, y'all subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Doesn't cost. It's free to subscribe. And please, y'all, keep sending those questions.
Leave a comment. Yeah,
we're going to get back to answering more questions. Going to have more stories. Like I told y'all, we had a little rough week that kind of slowed us down a little bit.
It was busy.
Once again, but I promise we are fixing to get into these things, and we're going to put out some, and we're going to have fun and stay in touch with y'all. And carry MMK and Teresa to the next level. Yep. So y'all have a great weekend. We'll be coming out with another video here in the next couple of days. And remember what I told you. Take it away, little man.
Christopher, and I'm from Kentucky, and I always love Elvis.
Layla, what are you barking at? What is it?